The idea that a single stock can quietly transform ordinary investors into millionaires has been circulating for generations. Long before today's artificial intelligence boom, stories like this were already becoming a legend on Wall Street. One of the most famous examples traces back to Microsoft, where early believers were rewarded in spectacular fashion. In the mid-2000s, the New York Times documented how roughly 10,000 early Microsoft investors saw their wealth explode after buying shares years before the company became a global powerhouse. Between 1986 and 1996, Microsoft stock surged by more than 100 times, creating a wave of investors who became known as Microsoft millionaires. Now, nearly 40 years after Microsoft first went public, that original figure is almost certainly just a fraction of the total number of people whose lives were permanently altered by owning the stock early. Fast forward to the present, and a growing number of investors believe a similar story may be unfolding with Palantir Technologies. This company occupies a unique space in the market, blending advanced software engineering with national defense and large-scale data intelligence. Unlike traditional technology companies or classic defense contractors, Palantir sits directly in the overlap between the two, giving it characteristics of both. Over the past year alone, Palantir has delivered returns that completely eclipse the broader market. While the Standard & Poor's 500 rose by 17% over that period, Palantir surged by 160%, dramatically outperforming the index. Zooming out even further, the numbers become even more eye-catching. Since going public in 2020, Palantir stock has climbed by 1,770%. That means an investor who put $60,000 into the company at the time of its market debut would already be sitting on a seven-figure portfolio today. What truly fuels the excitement, however, is the belief that Palantir's growth story may still be in its early chapters. Many long-term investors argue that the company has the potential to generate even greater wealth than Microsoft did during its formative years. The roots of Palantir's mission can be seen in its name, which draws inspiration from the seeing stones described in J.R.R. Tolkien's Legendarium. These mythical objects allowed their users to see across vast distances and communicate critical information instantaneously. That metaphor translates almost perfectly to Palantir's core technology, which is designed to provide decision-makers with clarity in situations defined by complexity and chaos. This vision comes to life most clearly through Gotham, Palantir's flagship artificial intelligence platform built for defense and intelligence operations. At its core, Gotham acts as a unifying layer that connects every piece of hardware and data on a modern battlefield. Information can flow from sensors and cameras worn by individual soldiers to drones and vehicles, all the way up to satellites orbiting above the planet. Rather than existing in isolated systems, all of this data is consolidated into a single platform that commanders can access in real time. The result is a level of situational awareness that has never truly existed before. Military leaders can see what is happening across an entire operation, assess risks instantly, and make decisions with far greater confidence. Throughout human history, generals have struggled with incomplete information and uncertainty. Palantir's technology directly addresses that timeless problem. While Gotham laid the foundation, Palantir's growth accelerated even further with the introduction of its artificial intelligence platform in April of 2023. This platform expanded the company's reach beyond government and military customers into the commercial world. The artificial intelligence platform allows organizations to customize large language models to their specific needs while securely integrating both public and private data sources. This flexibility has proven to be a game changer. Businesses across industries can now leverage advanced artificial intelligence without sacrificing control over sensitive information. Since the launch of this platform, Palantir stock has risen by 2,000%, making it a major catalyst behind the company's recent surge. In addition to Gotham and the artificial intelligence platform, Palantir offers other powerful software solutions that deepen its ecosystem. Apollo focuses on managing and deploying software across complex environments, ensuring systems remain reliable and up-to-date. Foundry, on the other hand, is designed with commercial customers in mind, helping organizations organize, analyze, and act on massive datasets. Foundry is used in sectors ranging from retail optimization to financial crime detection, allowing companies to extract meaningful insights from data that would otherwise remain fragmented. Despite these capabilities, Palantir's technology is often described as difficult to explain. Even individuals who have worked at the company have acknowledged how challenging it can be to summarize what Palantir does in simple terms. Still, when the financial performance is examined, the impact becomes unmistakably clear. By the end of the third quarter, Palantir reported reported a total of 911 customers, marking a 45% increase compared with the prior year. That rapid expansion reflects the company's growing appeal across both government and commercial sectors. Commercial revenue surged by 121% year over year, while revenue from the United States government grew by 52%. When combined, overall revenue increased by 63% year over year. Importantly, this growth did not come at the expense of profitability. Palantir reported a generally accepted accounting principles operating margin of 33%, a level that many high-growth technology companies can only dream of achieving. Earnings growth tells a similarly compelling story. Earnings per share climbed from 6 cents in quarter 3 of 2024 to 18 cents in quarter 3 of 2025. That represents a tripling of earnings in just 1 year, highlighting the operating leverage built into Palantir's business model. Strong demand for its software, combined with disciplined cost management, has allowed revenue growth to translate directly into expanding profitability. There is little evidence to suggest this momentum is fading. During the third quarter alone, Palantir closed 204 deals valued at $1 million or more. Digging deeper into those figures reveals even stronger signals. 91 of those deals were worth at least $5 million, while 53 reached $10 million or more. These large, long-term contracts demonstrate that customers are not only adopting Palantir's software, but committing significant resources to it. Even more impressive is the company's balance sheet. Palantir carries no debt and holds $6.4 billion in cash, cash equivalents, and United States Treasury securities. In a market where many growth companies rely heavily on borrowing, this financial strength provides both stability and flexibility. To better understand what Palantir's trajectory could mean for investors, it helps to compare its performance with Microsoft's early years as a public company. A few years after Microsoft went public, its financial results were already impressive. In the fourth quarter of 1992, which ended on June 30th, 1991, Microsoft posted revenue growth of 56%, earnings per share growth of 73%, and a net margin of 26.3%. Those numbers laid the groundwork for one of the most successful companies in history. At a similar point following its own market debut, Palantir is delivering even faster growth, stronger margins, and a more robust balance sheet. Microsoft went on to create at least 10,000 millionaires within 14 years of its initial public offering. When viewed through that historical framework, Palantir's current performance suggests it has the capacity to deliver comparable or potentially even greater results for long-term investors. While the company's software systems are complex and highly sophisticated, the underlying financial data tells a clear and compelling story. Growth remains strong, profitability is improving, and customer demand continues to accelerate. Whether Palantir ultimately creates the same number of millionaires as Microsoft cannot be known with certainty. Markets evolve, competition intensifies, and technology shifts over time. Still, the combination of rapid revenue growth, expanding margins, massive contract wins, and a debt-free balance sheet positions Palantir as one of the most intriguing long-term investment stories in today's market. For investors searching for the next transformative stock, Palantir's all-seeing approach to data, intelligence, and artificial intelligence may be worth serious attention. For more stock news updates, remember to press the like button and subscribe. With that being said, I will see you in the next video.